and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Hill is checked in for Utah. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama comes in for Williams, and Smart subbed in for Bain. Now here is Hill. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way. Everything, from the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotations. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Here's George, following the score by Memphis. Kessler, screen on Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Count that bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Smart. Aldama finds Smart. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. Drops in the tray. Morant's got 9 points.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Morant with the steal. And it's Clark with the jam.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Morant. Kessler with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Kessler setting the pick for Hill. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Down low. And Kessler throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Grizzlies lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So on the floor for Memphis, Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Edey. And it's Smart in at the 2. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Aldama with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Edey. and he uses the glass on the layup. Edey's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Sexton, he's checked in for Eubanks. The Grizzlies also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Edey. And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, "You always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great." Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Lowry Marketing comes in for Clarkson. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Baines. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. Baines got 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Kessler, a screen on Smart. Hill passes to Kessler. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Smart. And it's Utah with the rebound. Markkanen finds Hill. Nice ball movement by Utah. And that one drops.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bain with it. Williams has a screen for Bain. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick-and-roll guy, and he knows.
And so we conclude the first half. Memphis out in front, up 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
39. The Grizzlies, 49.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in prep.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Jazz.
They've been shot out.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. John Collins has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Hill is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Hill. Morant against Hill. Lobbed up there for Clark. In transition, here come the Jazz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
To the paint. Williams kicks to Bain. And stolen by Sexton. Hill against Morant. Pass to Eubanks. Bain for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bain's game, but he can do so much more.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Smart's checked in for Memphis. Collins finds Hill. Back to Collins. On the wing, Hill. Collins, a screen on Morant. Deep 2 from Hill. And he connects with the jumper. Hill's got 16 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body.
And finish off by Collins.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Jackson, good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Basket good. Collins has got 26 points. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morant kicks to Jackson. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 12. Hill inside. Guarded by Morant. Hill against Morant. Hill passes to Kessler. Utah the rebound. It's back to Hill. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. 1. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bain. Edie out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Williams at the 3-second. Nice shot by Smart.
Measuring the floater so well. Smart feels like no one can block his shot.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Hendricks. Smart finds Aldama to the middle. Here's Heaney. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Inside, and it's Hill with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Williams is checked in for Utah. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Sexton gets a head start. He's so hard to stop.
Smart kicks to Bain. To the inside. And Aldama slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Memphis leading by 10. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So both teams making some changes here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Collins.
Yeah, good to see Collins continuing to go at the defense. He knows he's hot right now.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That'll put Walker Kessler on the line. It goes on Brandon Clark. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Inside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter. And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Hill dishes to Collins. Hill passes to Collins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Utah. Markkanen, he's checked in for Williams. Clarkson goes. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. And it falls over the rim and in. Pippen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.